Hello, my name is Crystal Meldrum and you are on the Create with Crystal YouTube channel. I am excited to teach you how to paint gold. We are going to be doing an amazing scene from a story that I wrote called More Precious Than Gold. And I post videos every Thursday on my YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Ask your questions. Share these videos with all your friends who love art, who love time-lapse paintings. I love to inspire people to be creative. And so on the end of my video, stay to the very end because I teach you how to be an artist on the go. Today we are learning how to paint gold for an illustration for the story More Precious Than Gold by Crystal Meldrum. The first step is to gather reference images from Google Images of gold, a prince, a princess, treasure chests, and you can get a lot of great ideas from pictures of dragons' hoards. A dragon hoard is a room where you have a dragon and he's got all his treasures around him. Okay, now step 2 is with a pencil, draw on your canvas the room in 1-point perspective. So the vanishing point is in the middle of the picture, so all the diagonal lines on the walls of the bricks and the floors will lead to the vanishing point. This is the easiest type of perspective that you can use, is 1-point perspective. The bricks on the ground will shrink as they go back farther in the room, getting smaller. Make your bricks on the walls nice and big and stagger them. The piles of gold are mounded and bell-shaped, like a big bell. The piles of gold are not exactly like cumulus cloud shapes, but it does help to think of clouds as you're drawing them. Don't draw all the pieces of gold, just the basic outline of the bell-shaped mounds of gold. Okay, now step number 3 is to spray the painting with a spray bottle, and then you want to outline all your pencil sketches with red iron oxide or burnt sienna, and drips are great. We are getting an underpainting started to establish values. Don't worry about drips. A lot of it will get covered. Okay, now the next step is step number 4. There are 5 steps to paint gold in this method. This is a glazing method. There's methods that are opaque methods, but I'm going to teach you a glazing technique to paint gold. So I'm going to go through the 5 steps through an A, B, C, D, E process. So step A is paint with burnt sienna or red iron oxide the outline of the gold pieces and the gold coins. The gold pieces will be oval shaped. And then B, second, cover the whole thing in yellow iron oxide. All the mounds of gold and all the up close, there's larger coins framing the painting. And it's critical to have yellow ochre and matte medium or yellow iron oxide, which is an amazing yellow ochre that's transparent that you can get from Nova Color, or I'm sure there's other places too, for this method of glazing and painting gold. Okay, so step C, which is third, paint the shadows with red iron oxide or burnt sienna on all the coins. Each coin, the large coins, should look like a smile, or a crescent moon. Don't paint the coins with thick lines on the top. The thick lines should be representing the shadows, and they should be on the underside of the coins. Fourth, paint an oval highlight inside the large coins and a few on the tops of the mounds. So, because a few of the coins will shine and glisten and sparkle brighter than other coins because of the way the light hits them. And then finally, the 5th step is paint a gradient glaze over each coin with yellow iron oxide or the yellow ochre and the matte medium. And then step 5, choose a light source. I chose an imagined chandelier hanging in the room, but it's not in the picture but it's just bringing light centrally into the room. And then there's 2 torches on the walls, which also bring in some light. But I don't focus on those. I'm just focusing on the light above the chandelier that you can't see. Step 6, the piles of gold are a big gradient from light to dark, from the top to the bottom, with yellow iron oxide. And step 7, use a cut-up t-shirt to create light areas. This is an acrylic wash rub-out technique. So sometimes you can just wipe a little bit away, and it will bring the white of the canvas back a little bit, and it will look nice and shiny. Step 8, paint the bricks. Use matte medium so the bricks still have some of the underpainting coming through. I use cooler colors for the bricks, such as blue and purple, mixed with a bit of yellow or brown to tone down the saturation of the cool blues and purples. And step 9, paint the mortar between the bricks light gray. This painting is a complementary color scheme of yellow and orange versus blue and purple. And I love seeing complementary colors. Complementary colors are the colors across from each other on the color wheel. So yellow is across from purple, which are like Easter colors. Orange is across from blue, which is, there's some sports team that's orange versus blue. And green and red are complements, and those are Christmas colors. So step 10, add purple shadows under the characters, the prince and the princess, and the mounds of gold. Step 11, paint the characters. The boy and the girl, put on a little crown on them, and I painted them in a red outfits, and I didn't like that, and then I changed their outfits to blue and purple, and then I changed it again. So just paint your characters until you feel good about having them, because they're the focal point. You want to make sure that they stand out. And then step 12, add some details with your shadows with your liner brush. My favorite brush, the Bob Ross liner brush. Paint in some highlights. And step 13, add your signature. And so I hope you learned a lot on how to paint gold today. And you learned a lot because you didn't just learn how to paint gold. You learned how to paint an illustration. Collect your reference, sketch your picture on the canvas, establish some underpainting and then some glazes, and you are on your way to becoming a great artist. I post videos every Thursday on my YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Ask your questions. Share these videos with all your friends who love art, who love time-lapse paintings. I love to inspire people to be creative. All these little tips, will help you become 1% better. If you get 1% better every day, in a year, you will be 37 times better. So keep practicing your art. Take a pencil, take a sketchbook, download Ibis on your phone. It's a great little drawing app, and digitally paint while you're waiting at the doctor's office. Keep drawing, keep painting, keep creating. I want you to become the artist that you are meant to become.